What's going on, guys? Anastacio here with FlytPath.com. I haven't really talked too much about products recently, mainly because there hasn't really been too many new products for drone stuff. So it's nice to see that Moment actually had a drone case for your Mavic 2 Pro or Zoom, as well as this, which is a landing pad. And I kind of thought, oh, another landing pad. I already have a bunch. What would be different with this one? They actually sent me these as well as a couple other things to test out. We got the variable ND for my Sony, as well as a variable ND for the Mavic 2 Pro, which I'm also currently testing out. But in this video, I just want to talk to you quickly about their case as well as their landing pad. And also, they sent me an extra landing pad to give out to one of you guys. So stay tuned in this video to see how you can win this one. And if you guys are new here, my name is Anastacio. I do a lot of drone tech tips, tutorials, and product reviews right here on this channel. So if that's something that interests you, make sure you guys consider subscribing and also hitting that bell to be notified when I post new videos. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with Moment, they've actually come out a while back with a lot of lenses, mostly for phones, but they've also branched out into doing a lot of things even for cameras like this. Like I said, I have the variable ND that I'm currently testing out, as well as a lot of drone accessories. They also have that anamorphic lens for the drone, which I hope to review one of these days. But they actually sent me some stuff to carry around and use when I'm in the field using my Mavic 2 Pro. So let's just talk quickly about their new case as well as this little landing pad. Now, when I got them, of course, I was like, great, another case, another landing pad, nothing new here. But it's always nice to see how companies kind of put their spin on things and see what they're able to come up with. Definitely looks just like a standard case and a standard landing pad, but it's also, you know, customized by Moment. So let's just go through exactly what this holds, as well as what is a little bit unique about this landing pad, which I actually really like. First, let's talk about this case. It is a hard shell case that has this pouch right here up front, has a kind of elastic pouch, which it actually fits this landing pad, which is a really nice thing. So it has an expandable pouch here up top and a handle here, as well as all weatherproof, and has the waterproof zippers here on the outside. Once you open it up, we see a bunch of little small pockets here on the top. It has a bunch of slots here to use for things like your memory cards, as well as another pouch here up top to hold things like cables. I also have a lens wipe and a little lens wipe pen here. And when it comes down to the gear it's able to hold on the inside, it's a pretty minimalistic type of case, really just meant to hold your drone, which I have here is the Mavic 2 Pro. Also fits the Mavic 2 Zoom if you wanted to put that there. And even if it's the Mavic Pro, it's a little bit smaller, so you just have to make a couple adjustments here on these dividers, but you're able to hold all of the Mavic drones in here. There's a little small slot here on the side where I currently have my filters. I have the new Moment variable NDs, which I'll be coming out with a video once I finish testing these out. And then here at the top, we have an area for a battery, also another smaller area here, a little bit more space if you wanted to put some cables or accessories there. This case is not meant to hold something like the smart controller. It's really meant to hold the original smaller controller for your Mavic. Moment actually does have another case just like this. I believe it's a little bit smaller, that they call the drone accessory case, where if you wanted to carry like 4 more batteries or a bunch of other things, you would just get a secondary case to carry a lot more batteries. Like I said, this one's more of a minimalistic on-the-go type of case where you just want to go out there, fly a battery or two, and then get back in and out. I was able to configure it a little bit to try and hold the charger. You are able to stick things in these pouch areas here. I probably wouldn't recommend it, but like I said, just ways to kind of configure it if you really had to. You can actually fit it here right on top of the remote, but I probably wouldn't recommend it. They don't really label that as what they want you to do with it. It's really just meant to hold some of the basics. And the one thing I do like about these dividers here, which as you can see here on the side, this divider in the middle is a little bit higher than the actual zipper, because if you see a lot of other cases, sometimes they'll have dividers in here, but they're low, which means once you put this on top and you close it, all this stuff will actually hit your drone. Where here, the drone sits a little bit lower, which is kind of cool. And as you can see here, the divider goes up a little higher so that now you don't have things kind of smashing onto the drone. Little things like that I think is really cool when you have companies that make something that's very similar as far as the case goes, but they make their own like 1 or 2 3 little tweaks to it to make it their own. that little raised divider was one of those things I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, because your drone sits a little bit lower. That way your things up top don't smash right on top of the drone. And here they have little pockets to hold SD cards. Now they actually have like 5 kind of pockets and micro SD pockets as well. I would have liked to see maybe one that goes all the way through. That way if I wanted to hold my cable in there, it'd be kind of like that. But these are all closed bottom pockets, so that you are using them just like this. You have a SD card or micro SD card kind of sitting in there. I think it'd be nice if they just opened up one. I probably could just pluck out the stitching here to open up just one of these to hold my cables. But you have this mesh pocket here to hold your cables on the inside. Now the one thing I like about this landing pad is this right here. It actually folds down really small, and a lot of the other folding pads I have are like twice or 3 times the size of this. And I have a couple other ones that fold down small, like the, you know, the umbrella style where you're able to just kind of fold it. But those don't really have much weight to it, so that when you do sometimes use those and you take off from it, it kind of moves around on the ground. This thing actually has some weight to it, and size-wise, it's pretty good. It holds, you know, things like your Phantom or your Mavic 2 Pro as far as how big it is. So if you have something that's, you know, comparable in size to it, let me just show you here how it sits on here, and you know, easily sits on it. So if you were to take off on something like dirt or grass and you wanted a flat surface, it's nice to see that they have this thing, which has 2 sides. It has a black side here and their moment kind of color, look at the orangey red color right here on this side. Now the one thing I did like about this is that it has this tarpaulin outer coating material on it, which was really good when I have this in the trunk or sitting in my car. And some of the other ones, when I take it out of my car, it kind of sticks a little too much. This one actually feels really good and kind of opens up really quickly. And like I said, it just has a little weight to it, so that even though you have it here, it doesn't like float up too much. I've had some of the other ones, like I said, that are like that really thin material where when you start, you know, taking off from it, you can actually see it kind of waving in the bottom, where this one didn't really do it because it has a little bit of weight to it and also doesn't stick too much when you're using it out in the field. So if you're looking for a case for your Mavic 2 Pro or your Mavic 2 Zoom, something like this where you would just kind of keep this as you're on the go, toss this in your backpack, throw this in the car. If you just want to get a quick flight up, something like this would work really, really well. This right now goes on their website for $49.99, but I'll make sure all the links are listed down below for the most up-to-date price in case they have some sort of special. But right now, I believe it's $49.99 for the case, and I believe the mat right now is going for $19.99. But like I said, I'll make sure those links are up-to-date and are going to be down below in the video description. And thanks to Moment for actually sending me an extra one to give out to one of you guys. And to win this landing pad, pretty simple on my channel. Of course, like the video, be subscribed to the channel, and leave me in the comments what drone you're currently flying. What would you be using this for? Do you have a Mavic Mini, an Autel Evo, a Skydio, a Mavic 2 Pro, Mavic 2 Zoom, Phantom? Just let me know in the comment section which drone you're currently flying and what you're going to be using with this pad. And I'll be picking a winner within the first 72 hours of when this video is posted. That way, those who have notifications turned on, you guys get that early jump. Make sure you guys leave me that comment down below. And if you come after 72 hours, just head down below in the video description. I'll make sure the name of the person who won will be listed there. Thanks again for watching, guys. And of course, if you guys got some value, hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified, and leave me a comment down below if you want to win this landing pad. This is Alger Anastasio with FlytPath.com. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.